I welcome you all to this video lecture on tree, binary tree, its representation and traversal techniques. First, let us see what is a tree. A tree is a nonlinear data structure, whereas arrays, linked lists, stacks, and queues are linear data structures. Okay, tree represents the nodes connected by edges, as you can see here. The thing is that actually our regular trees has a root at the bottom of the tree, the nodes and branches, leaves, etc. at the top. But the tree at the data structure, tree in the data structure is upside down. Root is at the top of the tree, and the nodes, branches, leaves are at the bottom of the tree, just upside down. Okay. So here everything is called as nodes. This is one node. This is the encircled the circles. All the circles are called as nodes. Okay. The top node of the tree is called as the root of the tree, and other nodes are called as the nodes of the tree. Okay. A tree can be empty with no nodes, or a tree is a structure consisting of one node called the root, and zero or one or more subtrees it may have. So this is the definition for the tree in the data structure. And so here the tree is shown in the figure with the different terminologies. Okay, there are some terminologies associated with the tree in the data structure, like root node, parent node, child node, okay, siblings, leaf node, etc. And here we have different levels like level 0, level 1. So which are nothing but generations. So generation, first generation, second generation. So as we have, okay. So I am the child of my father, and my father is a child of his father. His father is the grandfather for me, and I am the grand son of my grandfather, like that. Okay, the same phenomena here also we can use, and we'll see the definition for different terminologies associated with the tree and data structure in the next slide. You see here the path. Path refers to the sequence of nodes along the edges of tree. This is one path. So along the edges of tree. So this is one path. Okay, that's a definition for path. The node at the top of the tree is called root. I told you just now. There is only one root per tree and one path from the root node to any node. Okay. Then parent. Any node except the root node has one edge upward to a node is called as a parent. Except the root. Okay. This we can call it as a parent. This is parent, like that. Okay. So B is the parent of D and E, whereas B is the grand parent of H, I, J. Similarly, D is the parent of H and J, right? And H and I are the children of the parent D. Likewise, child. The node below a given node connected by its edge downward is called as child node. Leaf. The node which doesn't have any child node is called leaf node. There is a node you see at the bottom. So these are all called as leaf nodes. H, I, J, F. They are called as leaf nodes because those nodes are not having any child. Subtree. Subtree represents the descendants of a node. This is one subtree. This is another subtree, like that. Descendants of the node. Okay. Then visiting. Visiting. It refers to checking the value of a node when control is on the node. Traversing. Traversing means passing through nodes in a specific order. We'll see different tree traversal techniques. Levels. That is generation. Level of a node represents the generation of a node. If the root node is at level 0, then its next child node is at level 1, and so on. Key. Key represents a value of node based on which the search operation is to be carried out for a further node. And coming to binary tree. A tree whose elements have at most two children is called as a binary tree. Okay. So if this is having A is having two children like B and C. B is the left child and C is the right child. Well, here, one is having two children, two is the left child, three is the left, three is the right child. Suppose if this is having three children, then that is not called as a binary tree. Binary means two. Okay, at most two children is called as binary tree. But it may have less than two children. It may have only one children. Then also we will call it as a binary tree. So maximum two. At most two children is called as a binary tree. Since each element is a binary tree, each element in a binary tree can have only two children. Typically name them the left and right child, as you can see here. D is the left child of the parent B. Parent B doesn't have any right child. Okay, likewise you can see the other things. They have different types of binary trees. Strictly binary tree, full binary tree, complete binary tree, like that. So now let us see what is strictly binary tree. If every non-leaf node in a binary tree has non-empty left and right subtrees, the tree is called as a strictly binary tree. That means every non-leaf node. So take this example in which 4 and 5 are the leaf nodes, whereas 1, 4, 5 and 3 are the leaf nodes. 3 leaf nodes are there in this tree, whereas non-leaf nodes 1 and 2. If every non-leaf node in a binary tree has non-empty left and right subtrees, so one is having a subtree with left and right. Similarly, 2 is also having left and right subtrees. So it is called a strictly binary tree. Okay, suppose you see, say 3 is having only one left child or left subtree or right subtree, then it is not called as strictly binary, but it is called as binary tree, but not a strictly binary tree, right? Or in other words, we can say that all of the nodes in a strictly binary tree are of degree 0 or 2, never degree 1. That means the degree of the node 1 is 2 because it is having two subtrees, whereas degree of 3 is 0 because it doesn't have any subtree at all. So a node can have the degree of either 0, here it is 0, here it is 2, for 2 is also it is 2, for 4, 5 and 3 degree is 0. So it may be either 0 or 2, then we can call it as a strictly binary tree. A strictly binary tree with n leaves always contains 2n minus 1 nodes. Right. Look at the first example. Here we have how many uh, leaf nodes? 3 leaf nodes. 3, 4 and 5. So n is 3 here. So how many number of nodes are available in the strictly binary tree that we can calculate using this formula? 2 into 3, 6 minus 1. 5 nodes are there in the strictly binary tree. You see, 5 nodes are there. Here in this second example, how many leaf nodes are there? This is 1 leaf node, 2 leaf node, 3 and 4 leaf nodes are there. So 2 into 4, 8 minus 1, 7 nodes are totally available here. Here, how many leaf nodes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 leaf nodes. So 2 into 5, 10 minus 1. So 9 number of nodes are available in the strictly binary. You see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is a simple procedure to calculate total number of nodes available in a strictly binary tree with the help of the number of leaf nodes. Then full binary tree. A full binary tree is otherwise called as a proper binary tree or two tree, which is a tree in which every node other than the leaves has two children. Okay, except the leaves, all the nodes are having two children. If you have the structure like this, that is called as full binary tree. Then complete binary tree. The definition of this is that a complete binary tree is a binary tree in which every level, level 0, level 1, level 2, etc. Every level except possibly the last, is completely filled. And all the nodes are as far left as possible. You see here the the bottommost level of a tree need not be fully filled with, fully filled with. But last but one level, in the last but one level, all the nodes should have been filled. And as far as the left should have been filled, as you can see here. Okay, if this condition is satisfied, then we can call that as a complete binary tree. Then coming to the different ways of representation of a binary tree in the data structure, we have two types of representations: array representation, linked list representation. Okay, a tree is represented by a pointer to the topmost node in the tree. So pointer, pointer is nothing but what? Unsigned integer, or it's a memory address. Okay, so for the root of the tree, okay, the root of the tree should start at one memory location, no? So we can point the root of the tree with the help of the pointer. Similarly, the subsequent subtrees, that is the subsequent nodes, can also be pointed with the help of pointers. Okay, that is every node in the tree, the topmost node of the tree is called as the root of the tree, and other nodes are called as the tree nodes. So every tree node is having three segments or three parts, that is data pointed to the left child and pointed to the right child. Suppose the tree is empty, then the value of root is null. That is null pointer. If the tree is empty, no element is available in the tree, then the tree is said to be a empty tree. In that case, the pointer to the topmost node, no, doesn't have any address at all. The null is going to be stored there. That is why it is called as the null pointer. That's why the empty tree can be having a null pointer at the root. Fine. Now let us look at how a binary tree has been represented using an array. That too using a one-dimensional array. So this is a tree. Here we have various levels, level 0, 1, 2, and so on. Right. How to store the elements of the tree in a single one-dimensional array? You see here, first you write down the element in the root, that is E, that is level 0. Then level 1, BC, level 2, DF, GH, and level 3, IJ. In between, if you have any values, you can write, and so on. So in this way, we can represent a binary tree with the help of a one-dimensional array. And second technique is representation of a binary tree with the help of linked list, that two double linked list. Okay, a double linked list is being used to represent the binary tree. In a double linked list, every node contains three fields or three segments or three pods, as you can see here. Okay, part 1, part 2, part 3, segment 1, segment 2, segment 3, or field 1, field 2, field 3. The first field is having the address of the left child. Second is having the actual data. Second field is having the actual data of that particular node. The third segment is having the address of the right child. Okay, whereas this is the data at the root, and we have a pointer for the root of the tree. But in general, in the double linked list representation of binary tree, every node has three segments. First segment stores the left address of the left child. Second segment is having the actual element of that particular node. Third segment is having the address of the right child. Right. So this is the way a binary tree has been represented using the double linked list. And coming to the binary tree traversal techniques. Traversal means it's a process to visit all the nodes of a tree and may print their values too in a particular order. not in a random order. Okay, that is called as tree traversal. If you traverse a binary tree, it is called as binary tree traversal technique. Generally, we traverse a tree to search or locate a given item or key in the tree, or to print all the values the tree contains. Okay, that is, we cannot randomly access nodes in a tree. There should be a particular fashion or particular order by which we have to traverse a tree. We have three different ways to traverse a tree, which are in-order traversal, pre-order traversal, post-order traversal. So let us see them one by one. In-order binary tree traversal technique. There are three steps. So this is the tree, binary tree, okay. As usual, we have the root and subtrees are there, right. So how to traverse this tree? By in-order traversal technique. The algorithm is step 1, recursively traverse left subtree. We have to traverse the left subtree first, and then we have to visit the root. Then we have to traverse the right subtree. Okay. Recursive means what? Recursion means calling the function within the same function. Similarly, here also, here actually it's a simple tree having limited number of nodes. But when we have more and more number of elements in a tree, we will be having lot of nodes further and further. Okay. So then we have to recursively traverse all the nodes of the left subtree first until all the nodes of left subtree are traversed. Once the entire left subtree is traversed recursively, then we have to visit the root node, and then we have to traverse the right subtree recursively. Right. So what's the first step? Traverse left subtree. You see here, this is a subtree. First you traverse the left subtree. What is the element available? D. You write that. Then what's the next step? Visit the root. So root for this one is B. Then traverse right subtree. E. This is over. Then the entire left subtree has been traversed. Suppose if you have more and more number of nodes, it may take several stages. Am I right? Then visit the root node, that is A. You write that one. Then traverse the right subtree. Traverse the right subtree. F. Then visit the root C. Then traverse the right subtree G. So this is the way we have to traverse using in-order technique. Normally this kind of technique is used to sort the data elements or data items available in a tree. Okay. Then coming to the next technique, pre-order binary tree traversal. Here the first step is visit the root first, visit the root node first, and traverse the left subtree recursively, and then traverse the right subtree recursively. So first step is visit the node A. You write down the value of the root node, that is A. Then traverse the left subtree. Here what is the rule to be followed? You have to first visit the root B, and then left subtree D, right E. Once the entire left subtree is traversed, you have to go to the right. Again, same procedure is to be followed. This is the root C, then F and G. Fine. Then third one, post-order binary tree traversal. Here we have to traverse the left subtree first recursively, and then right subtree recursively, and then root node. Okay. First left subtree, right. So D, right subtree, E, then visit the node, third step, B. Then we have to come to the right side. Second step is this one. F, G, and then the root. Third step is root. And finally, left is over, right is over, then we have to visit the root. These are all three different tree traversal techniques. So we have now discussed what is a tree, what's a binary tree, different types of binary trees, and then representation of binary trees, and finally the different traversal techniques of the binary tree. Hope you are able to understand the concepts. Thank you for listening.